Woo! What a fucking game. Double overtime, dog. Victor Wembanyama did something crazy that we probably never seen before in this ball game. What a stat line for this guy right here, man. 14 of 25. You got 24 rebounds. You got 3 blocks. What was that 5 block? 3. It doesn't even matter. It was crazy. 41 points for Victor Wembanyama, man, showing that he is a dominant force in this league and will be for a long damn time to come. It seems like we're seeing 2 of the greats in Victor Wembanyama versus SGA. What an unbelievable ball game. Let me know if y'all checked in, where y'all checked in from, and what y'all thoughts are on this game. Victor Wembanyama, double-double in this game, a historic double-double in a 122-115 win over the Thunder for the Spurs. And that's what, 5-1 the last 6 games they've played. So they're showing some dominance right now versus this OKC team. Oh, I'm live now, big dog. Oh man, what a damn dominant performance. I'm gonna see if you guys want to come on here and share y'all thoughts. Y'all can. But I'm gonna go ahead and break this down to the bone gristle while I got time, which I don't have a lot of, but I'm gonna give y'all what I have right damn now. You understand? So here's the thing, dog. Here's the thing. When you got a guy like Victor Wembanyama going out there going crazy and nobody's on the other team to match, and you got Shai pretty much struggling the whole night, you're gonna have stat lines like this, especially when you go into double overtime. Y'all let me know where y'all checking in from when you get up in here so we can make sure we give shout outs so people will know. All right. Let me see. We'll make sure I get this stat line up here from Wemby, which is just undamn believable what he did tonight, man. Is he the best ever already? Is he the best ever all damn ready, dog? Who's better than Wemby? Who could put up numbers like this other than a great performance from Shaq or some damn body? Wilt Chamberlain back in the day. You got Wembanyama going absolutely crazy to make this happen and get this win tonight as I bring this up on the screen right here, man. What? What? Who saw that coming? Who expected that? This is one of the best damn performances you will find in basketball as they got a big win tonight. I'm gonna bring on Uncle Neely in a few minutes to get his thoughts. But my thoughts are this: I picked the Thunder to win this game. The Spurs said, forget that, big dog. You know, Thunder came, they were a little bit rusty, it seems like, as Shai was 7 of 23. Jalen Williams, 11 of 25. Chet only went 2 of 4. He only had 8 points. Did have that timely block on Wemby. But at the end of the day, you have to find a way to do more if you are the Thunder. And I think they're going to shake that rust off. They'll bounce back game 2 at home. You'll probably leave this, 1-1 going into San Antonio. But you have to be inspired. You had to be inspired coming into this game if you were San Antonio to feel like we've already beaten this team 4 out of 5 times. So why should we come in here and feel like we can't win this whole damn series? Why should we come in here thinking anything other than we're about to come in and get a big damn win? We're about to come in and get a big damn win. That's exactly what them guys did, man. You got to give hats off to the Spurs and the way they played. They came in loose, confident, played physical defense throughout the game. They brought Oklahoma City's style to them. They went up early in the game. I think OKC didn't score for about 2 minutes, damn near 3 minutes. They had their fans standing up the whole time because they couldn't score. That's all from the defense. And if you look at the Spurs team, they have a defensive damn coordinator over there on their sideline who's running. I don't know if every team has one, but they definitely have a defensive coordinator over there. And you can see it. You can see the adjustments that they're making real time in this game, which propelled them to this win because it was all about defense. That damn Caruso, though, on the other side, what? That damn Caruso is what kept them in the game so long. San Antonio likely got a huge night from their star. Of course, they got a huge night from their star. Thunder giving up 122 at home in a conference finals game is a red flag defensively for them. You have to ask what happened to them on the defensive side of the ball. You saw Caruso bringing that energy, getting some steals, but you didn't see them play that cohesive signature Thunder defense. I'm telling you, it seemed like the Spurs came out there and took that and said, we're going to take it straight to them. We're going to have let Wemby have a monster damn game, and we're going to play great defense on Shai, which is what Castle did for the most part. Vassell made timely three-pointers. The sixth man of the year, and Keldon Johnson came out there hitting some timely threes also. So everybody loves the young and flashy squad of the Spurs, and you can say the same thing about OKC, but this is grown man basketball going down in the playoffs right now. This is grown man basketball going down. And Wemby, those last 2 or 3 possessions where he got the dunks, that's what I'm talking about. You don't let no damn Caruso guard you and keep you out of the paint or anything. So that you tell them, hey, man, throw the ball. I'm going down low. And that's what he did those last few possessions, just dunking it, not allowing Caruso to guard him, dog. That's the type of ball that you want to see a guy like Wemby play. Let me go bring on Unc and see what Unc think about this whole damn situation. Yeah. Unc, what's happening, baby? We up in here. Let's go. I'm crunk, dog.
As you should be.
Now, I did pick the Spurs to lose this game. I picked the Thunder to win this one, which was a tough call for me.
Chico, let me stop you right there. Hold on 1 second, Chico. Let me plug this computer up before we go dead. Yeah, before we go dead on our ass.
Shit. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Wemby, man. Showing that emotion, showing the fact that I'm not going to let a guy who's a foot shorter than me guard me in crunch time. You got to give a shout out to Caruso in that heart, though. He played well. I don't think they can count on him to put up, what do you have, 20? Who's at 30 points? I don't think they can count on him to have 30 points and go 11 and 19 again, but you can count on that defense. What you think about the game?
Let me say this, man, Chico, to you. When you say that I didn't pick that game, when you say you was in Chico, I picked the OKC to win. Chico, this is one of those moments in sports that you witness that you got to throw right and wrong out the window. It ain't about who picked what. You got to celebrate the fact that you saw it, the fact that it happened, the fact that you witnessed it. Mm-hmm. See, Chico, I didn't get to see Wilt Chamberlain play. I didn't get to see Bill Russell play. I heard about their dominance in all aspects of the game.
Mm-hmm.
We are now getting to see it, man. And you're getting to see it against better, stronger competition than, all due respect to Wilt and Bill, than they had.
Right.
This dude, when we was teasing this thing this morning on the morning run, shout out to the morning run and the runners, we were talking about how Vegas, you put something down on Wemby scoring 23 or 29. The brother scored 41 on 14 of 25 shooting and had 23 rebounds.
Unbelievable.
Dog, on the road, you're number 2 playing number 1, playing the defending champions, playing the MVP's team that was just announced, and you forced a double overtime and still won because, like, frankly, Chico, game 1, the visiting team is supposed to lose.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's home court advantage. The higher-ranking team gets the first game at home.
Right.
Make it double overtime. Put up that stat, man. Like this is part of what I was discussing this morning. This dude got a lot of career left.
A lot.
And we'll see what happens with the rest of his career. But we can't allow for a moment the fact that he ain't been doing it all that long to not celebrate what he is currently doing.
Mm-hmm. Because that clutch, that game tying 3-pointer that he pulled up with in transition from the logo. Come on, man.
He was in downtown Oklahoma City.
Yes.
And
over there in Tulsa.
Chico, I don't know what the people out there know about shooting, but this dude is 7 foot plus, had his wrist caught, dropped his knees, and he shot from the ankles up.
Lord have mercy.
It wasn't no Hail Mary, let me just try something. He shot it like he was shooting a mid-range.
Yeah, perfect form.
Form was just killer. And then the balls to do it.
Yes. No hesitation.
I'm just y'all remember when Braun got to Cleveland and the motto was witness. I'm a witness.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just glad I'm getting to see this.
I'm glad we witnesses, dog, because this right here is something to damn see, man. Unbelievable. 122, 115, double overtime game. I just wanted to come on here and give a reaction, man. Come live and give a reaction.
It was so
And
crazy, Chico. Me and you we essentially been watching the game together.
yeah.
And the morning run during the off season is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I was like, dog, if you want to do a show tomorrow just to discuss this up there, you like Ian. I'm live now.
Well, hell, we might be able to go live tomorrow too, dog. You never
Dog,
know.
this is
Oh my
unbelievable, man.
gosh, what a game! I don't want to put that one up. That ain't the one I want to put up there. But I
The
did
ebb
want to
and
put this one.
flow of the game too, Chico.
Yes, ups
Like
and
how
downs.
every possession mattered, man.
Yep. Damn, man. And the way they came out, though, you just knew that the Spurs. And you see, if you look on the sideline, you saw that the Spurs had something. I don't know if I've ever seen, you know, it pronounced as pronounced like this on the game or during the game. You see a guy standing up, the assistant coach, and he is the designated defensive coordinator, like you see in football, but you see it
Mhm.
in basketball nowadays. And the Spurs usually are the trendsetters in basketball, with their organization. I don't know if we've seen that before. I don't know if you've seen it before. I didn't see it before. Not one that's been designated just like that, during the game. But they have a defensive coordinator. What you think about that?
Dog is like watching porn.
How we get here? Go ahead.
You know what's gonna happen, but you got to keep looking.
Okay. Which one you're right.
I know they're going to WEMBY. I know what's about to happen, but I
Yeah.
can't. No, it don't make no sense, man. Shout out to Coach Pop. Shout out to the coaching staff. Like we forget again. Talked about it this morning on the morning run. These guys have achieved so much so young. We forget that they're young.
Yeah.
They're not
And,
supposed to be here right now.
and that's what
Now,
we were saying. Yep.
I will say this, Chico. Y'all can go back and y'all do the research. You and I called it in December. Like we picked the Spurs in December. We were
Mm-hmm.
talking about, hey, who's gonna make the noise after the All-Star break as we go into the new year, calendar year? Who do you think is going to emerge? And to your credit, you were on the Knicks and the Cavaliers in the East, and I was on Detroit out the East and the Spurs out the West. And even then, I was like, I'm really predicting the Spurs to win it all because I don't think there's anything anybody in the league can do when Wembanyama when everything is clicking.
Yeah. When everything clicking, when those you can call them the four positionless guys around him that's able to
And
recover
they
from
made
one
some big
another.
buckets. They made some
Make
big
some
buckets.
big buckets, man. They're not just guys out there. They're actually, doing their part also. And Vassell and Castle. Shout out to Harper. Didn't Harper have like record-setting steals for a rookie? Let me see. Dylan Harper, 7 steals in this game, man.
Man, look, dog. Let me tell you something, man.
And
Like,
let me let me correct Reggie Miller right quick because Reggie Miller, one of the commentators, of course, shout out to the Hall of Famer Reggie Miller, who actually made a Coach Prime reference, a Deion Sanders reference, but he did it a little bit different. Coach Prime ain't gonna let you do it the wrong way. He said he playing free safety back there, kind of like Coach Prime, like Deion Sanders. He's doing his Deion Sanders is playing free safety back there. I understood what he meant by getting the interception, but Deion plays cornerback. You know that.
he did. And ain't no such thing as a slot corner. And Chico, dig this. Dig this. Out of the whole team, the Spurs used everybody except 2 people.
Mm,
No, I'm sorry. Oklahoma City, I'm sorry. Out of
yeah,
the whole team, Oklahoma City used everybody except 2 people. The Spurs had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They had 5 people, coach's decision, who did not play.
right.
So, in other words, Oklahoma City at home, MVP, defending champs, had to use like 98% of what they got and still lost in the double overtime.
Mm-hmm.
They got
SGA
5
plays.
jokers for the Spurs that didn't even see the flow.
Right. And SGA played 51 minutes in this game. Vassell on the other side played 51 minutes, and Castle played 49. Victor played 49. So they're playing some high minutes on the Spurs side. They try to divvy it out, to more people on the Thunder side. That's been kind of like their MO, playing very deep on their bench, but no one could just get going today. I think that that rest that we were talking about, that we kind of debated about earlier,
Mhm.
I think that it reared its head, just enough to where they couldn't get a win this game.
So let me tell you something, Chico. And I'm in this mofo sweat like a hooker at church. That's how hype I am. Chico, I be trying to take my personal and emotions out of it, right? And let's just
Yeah.
analyze this thing. Chico, I told you this morning, I told anybody that would listen. You got MVP Shai shooting at 55%.
Mhm.
That mean, like they say in the Bible, have your way, Lord. He gonna have his way.
Right.
But what I said was what has to happen
Switched over.
if he making 55%, then 45% he missing, you got to get all them rebounds.
Mhm. Yep.
Rebounds were 61 for Spurs, 40 Oklahoma City. But get this, defensive rebounds were 46 to 31.
That's huge. That's a
That's
huge difference.
15.
Yeah.
15 times 2 is 30.
Mhm. That's huge. You got to rebound better. You got to ask for now. If you're the Thunder coach, do you go back and talk to the big fellas like Hartenstein and shit and say, "Hey man, we need more from you guys"? What they had? Shit had 8 rebounds. Hartenstein only 2 rebounds. He only played 12 minutes. Also, they tried to go smaller, which is what we talked about. Might be the
Mhm.
best way to defend Wemby.
Yeah,
But
because it's frustrating.
yeah,
So
but
let me tell you what I'm gonna do, Chico.
if this
Because
gonna
at
be
this point,
frustrating, he get 41.
this point, this is where we are, right?
Yeah.
This is what it is. I'm calling my bigs in the office. I'm not going to embarrass them in front of the team. I'm calling my bigs in the office, just me and them.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, look here, man. Y'all should have enough damn pride that y'all shouldn't want me to ever have to put Caruso on him.
Right.
Y'all should be pissed at me that I did that.
Exactly.
Y'all should take it personal that I put Caruso on him.
I like that. I like where you're going.
Big man, hungry, you got the block that made us go into the first overtime. You need to be doing that first, second, and third, fourth quarter, not just then.
Right.
Y'all's play has put me in a position that I think my best option on him is Caruso. Y'all should be so ashamed of that y'all tell me not never again, coach.
Right. And
So
and and the,
I'm gonna call him out. I'm gonna
yeah.
call him to the carpet.
So players, y'all gonna have to step your game up. It's not a coaching different strategy. The
Yeah,
strategy is step your damn game up, dog.
yeah. I mean,
I
Chico,
shouldn't have to put this guy on him. He a foot shorter.
look at this, Chico. What was the margin of victory?
Let me see. What was the final score? 122, 115. That's 7 points. Yep.
7 points. What's 15 minus 9?
I didn't know I was doing math today.
6.
6.
Offensive rebound, Spurs 15, Oklahoma City 9. I can go up and down this stat sheet and show you where OKC lost the game at.
Yeah.
Even with Wemby getting 40 plus.
Right.
Dog, if I make half of my if I get 10 offensive rebounds and 5 of them become putbacks, that's 10 points.
Hey, they might be behind the 8 ball right here, Unc. If those guys, because that's what it's gonna hinge on, those guys right there, the big fellas. If they can't stop Wemby on the glass and stop, because Castle and them got some timely rebounds too.
They
You
did.
might want to call them the little termites. If Wemby the big damn wind turbine, you're gonna call them little termites that just float around and nag you and mess with you throughout the whole game, because they were funneling everything to Wemby in the middle of the paint, making the Thunder adjust their shots. Which, if you look at their paint percentage, their field goal percentage in the paint, I think it was less than 40%. So I'm sorry,
Yeah.
less than 45%. So that's all effective from affected by Wemby, I think, in that paint, just controlling that paint. They're gonna have to find a way to get him outside of that, keep him outside. Maybe Shaq can hit some threes or something like that, stretch him out. But shit, man, domination
Here's an
by Wemby.
upside if I'm OKC. Series not over, it's just starting. We gave up one at home. We got home court advantage. We got to go down there and get us one. But here's some upsides. This thing went to double overtime, and until the midway end of double overtime, it was always a game. Well, the largest lead that Oklahoma City ever had was 3. The largest lead for the Spurs was 10. Percentage time of the lead, the Spurs had the lead 81% of the game. So I got to sit there
Yeah.
and say, like, man, a couple of more rebounds here and there. Even with him scoring 41, we won this game.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not necessarily down in the dumps hanging my hat low. What I'm just saying is, like, man, with him scoring 41 and getting 20 plus boards, we were still in the game.
Mm-hmm.
We just
And
can't afford to not have full participation from everybody, especially our bigs. Like, they got to step up.
yeah. And if you're the Spurs, you're saying, hey man, listen, we probably should have won that game by 10. You know, if you
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at
If you the Spurs, you're saying it never should have gone to overtime.
yeah, never should have gone to overtime. We should have won it by 10. We outscored them in transition 21-9. We dominated the paint 58-36. You know, we have to find a way to finish and close out. They hit some timely shots. Shai got to the basket, you know, at certain moments to tie the game up. So I think the Spurs will go back and be like, and feel like, hey, we should have won by more. Here's what we need to do to tie up the loose ends. And we should go into game 2 confident that we, you know, it's going to be a dogfight, but we can win that
Absolutely.
game too also.
Absolutely. One more point of concern, turnover margin, total turnovers 23. Get this, though, Chico, by the Spurs, 15 by OKC. But the points conceded off turnovers, the Spurs gave up 28 points off turnovers and still win the double O. If they mess around and clean that up, it's a blowout.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
It's a blowout. Like 28 points of Oklahoma's 115 came off turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Defense,
also a result of,
defense.
I'm going to tell you what I'm doing in the offseason, Chico. I told you about we're going to take lessons from go to a stunt man, take lessons on how to fall. The other thing I'm going to do with Wemby, I'm putting a shot caller around his torso. And every time that ball come below that shot collar, he getting a shot.
Yes.
Because if he would stop bringing the damn ball down to his opponents where they could
That's
slap
another.
it and strip it, hell, this game don't go in overtime.
Yeah, that one they threw it in, I think at the end of the first overtime where he caught it in the paint. He got switched off. He caught it in the paint. I think one of the guards for OKC was on him. He tried to dribble and drive
Yeah.
instead of just
Yeah,
using
turn
them
around and
like
keep it high.
yeah, just
Catch
turn
high,
around,
keep it
keep it
high.
high, and act like this is a little child that you shooting over, you know, because he can't do anything but foul you, right?
Yeah,
You either gonna go to the line or you're gonna get a good shot. No need to bring the ball down. He'll
at
learn
all.
from that. He'll learn from that. And I think, shit, can he be even more dominant?
Man, based on
Big
what I saw
time
tonight,
game.
he could score 50, man.
He can go 50 when he want to. I love the way they were throwing the ball at the rim, let him finish it off too. Johnson and Vassell and Castle. I love
Yeah.
the way they do that. The chemistry that they have there is amazing. So, hey, looking forward to game 2 of the Western Conference Finals going down in OKC. Unc, I guess we'll make our predictions on the next episode of the Morning Run. As y'all see the graphics right here, I switched to it. Y'all check it out. Check us out. Follow us on the Morning Run live on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and everything else. Follow us on the Pregame Network Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Somebody came into my comments and asked us, hey, are y'all going to put us some more? Yes, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we going live, 10 a.m. Pacific time. You feel me? Appreciate you, Unc.
Dog, had to do it, man. Appreciate you making this happen. This was history moment. Like you got to go live when something like this happens. That's why
Got
we
to go
tell people
live.
turn them notification bells on.
And we're going to continue to do it. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, comment. Another one of the coldest episodes that you can find on the internet from TMR Live with Unc and Chico on the Pregame Network. You feel me? Until
Peace.
next time, We're gonna be up and about here. Peace in the middle. Yeah,
Wake up, tap in, drop a super chat now. Morning run go dumb, funniest in town. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. Hey runner, grab your coffee.
sit your ass